What's up, guys? Welcome back to Strongman Survival. Today's video, I'm gonna show y'all how to build some squirrel traps. So go ahead, like, subscribe, follow, do all that good stuff, and stay tuned. I'm gonna show you how it's done. Again, thank you for tuning in and watching. So I had an early day at work, so it got me some more home time, which is great. I gotta take care of some stuff here at the house. But I figured I had enough time this morning that I could set up a couple of squirrel traps and maybe have a little bit of squirrel for dinner tonight. I figured it'd be a great opportunity to show y'all how to do that. Okay, and it's real simple. You just need a few parts and pieces. I got them right here. My dog's don't be on them. What are you doing, boy? What are you doing? My big boy Ofen right here. Y'all see him? Right there. There's my big goof Ofen. Yeah, so first part, what you're gonna need is a couple of branches. All right, decent size, enough for a squirrel to run on up. And also you're gonna need some of those. I've got a few of these from where a couple of trees and all that with the last storm that we had. So we need that. And then we're gonna need some kind of wire. Okay, so I have a little bit of copper wire here from an old project of mine, but this is stranded, so this is really cool. So this breaks up into all these tiny little strands of wire here, which we're going to use. But you don't need super huge wire for squirrels, snaring, all that stuff. This comes down to some real tiny wire. Now most snare wire, you can order it if you feel the need to, and it'll come on a little spool and be easier to carry, but use this as well. And it's funny, it comes as, I think it's brass. It's brass and it's 22 gauge, which same as this, 22 gauge. It's flexible, it moves. You don't want to do it too much because then it kinks. So we're gonna be using that. All right, I'm gonna undo this, untwist it, and we'll get a couple strands off here and we'll get started. All right, so I got a strand of wire off, and we're gonna go ahead and make ourselves a little snare out of this. All right, now like I said, this is real flexible, real loose, but it's pretty strong, so should work out good. Now, it's a pain in the butt to untwist all of those wires after they've been twisted up like that. So, you know, buying actual brass snare wire on a coil might be easier for you, but I like to use what I have. So we're going to take this and we're going to fold it down, okay? And we're going to cross it over just like that with a little tip sticking off, okay? Then we're going to start wrapping it, okay? Well, no, we're not going to start wrapping it because I just wrapped it to the wrong piece, okay? So scratch that part. So we're going to fold it over, and then we're going to bring it back onto itself where you looped it, okay? So you have like this. You're able to have a little eye right there, and it can move freely, okay? So now this is thin wire, so you can do this with your hands, or if you got a multi-tool, you need a pair of pliers, you can do that as well, okay? So just get your little eye, just like that, so it can move freely through, okay? And then you just twist it. Now, if you have to use your pliers, it's cool. You can go ahead and do that. I'm going to use my pliers for one little part of this. Well, maybe. I might be able to get it just like that. All right. So once you got that all twisted, okay, you got your little eye there, and it's locked back right there. You're going to have a little bit sticking off, which is okay. You're going to want that, all right? Because that is going to be the fur catcher. All right, so when they come crawling on through here, you know, that can catch on the fur and allow it to start tightening up. So That's what you're going to do. Now you're not going to need one of these, you're going to need a few of these because you need to spread them around the branch. And it's okay, got a couple little bends and all in it. It's fine, no big deal. So, and we're back. Sorry about that interruption there. I'm outside with my dogs. I like to give them as much outside time as possible, but not too much because, you know, it's fairly hot down in this area. But got to keep an eye on them because they like to go and visit the neighbors' pets, which the neighbors like to have goats and pigs and all that stuff. A little petting zoo over there. So I like to kind of keep them in line to say, hey, you know, that's not something you need to be playing with. We've already had that issue and it didn't go so well, but that's a different story. But all right, but we've got a few of them made here. I got a good bit, you know, that looks like a nice little bouquet of little wires here. So once we've got that, we're going to move on to the next step, which follow along. All right, so like I said, all you're gonna need is wire, whether you got snare wire or some copper wire or anything like that, and you're gonna need some branches. You can do this with fallen logs if you're out in the woods a little bit, like out in that whole area. That's a whole wooded section back here on my property, you know. So I can go in there and do that with this, and hopefully see if maybe a squirrel or anything would scamper it on across the log. But I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna do it this way. I'm gonna show you. So, you get yourself a couple of branches. Like I said, I had a couple of down branches from the last little storm we had here. And we are going to take these, hopefully y'all can see that, and then we are going to tie them up. Okay, now you can leave them short, you can leave them long, but same principle as the last time. I'm going to take them, twist them around there, and then twist it back onto itself, locking it in place. Now again, you can use your multi-tool, Leatherman, pliers, whatever you got to make this a little bit tighter. Or be able to do it with your hands, do it with your hands. No big deal. Which, that's not going anywhere. It is a little bit loose, but that's okay. I don't want it too tight. So. But you're gonna tie one on there. You're not just gonna tie one, we're gonna tie multiple in this whole area. Okay, so I've got one here. I'll get maybe another one hanging off here and another one hanging off here. And I'll then focus them, aim them in a way that hopefully a squirrel will come running through. Okay, simple enough. Then, once we have it all done, follow me. This is what we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to find a tree. I'm not even in the camera. So we're going to find trees that either A, you have seen squirrels run up, or B, you're able to see a squirrel's nest up there. That's just a big old bushy pile of leaves and twigs, which there's not one in this tree, so this is just for show. But let's get that camera angled a little better. There we go. So once you have all of your little snares set up there the way that you want, you're just going to take it and you are going to then lean it against the tree. Now this one's a little bit curved, so it's kind of difficult to get it set in a way that you want it, which like that works. Now a lot of people say that squirrels are lazy. Now I don't see them as lazy. I see them that it's wired into their natural abilities of off the ground equals safe. It's not just lazy that you're like, okay, they're going to go, instead of trying to climb the tree, they're going to take the little bridge going up, right? It's just, it's easier, okay? Off the ground equals safe. So the quicker they get off the ground, the safer they are. I mean, come on. If you got 4 flights of stairs or the option to take the escalator, which one are you going to take, right? Right. All right, let's finish setting these up. All right, I'm back. So this is a different branch than what I had before. So I made a couple of these because I'm gonna put them in 3 different places around my property that I have seen the squirrels running. And I have put 3, you see 1, 2, and then 3. I put 3 snares here, and then I put 3 snares down on the lower side. Yeah, they are a bit long and everything, but that's okay because it's enough that I can finagle it how I want, that I can angle these, I can move them, you know, which way I think they're going to run, and then there's enough to get them trapped, and then they can just dangle. See how good that worked on my thumb there? That was total accident. But here's also a cool thing, and I'll see if I can get it in the camera. Okay, right there. That is actually stuck in my thumb right now. Not much, but enough to notice. And that has allowed it to pull, and that does not feel pretty because every time I pull, I feel it getting tighter, but that goes into my thumb. So that is the purpose of that little hook that you leave off on the end of your snare. So I'm going to put that down real quick, and I'm going to use 2 hands to be able to get that out of there. All right. So there's a demonstration on why to leave that little hook right there. When I say it's the fur catcher, it's the fur catcher. So it's going to catch and lock them in. So I'm going to take one of these, and we're going to go set it up near a tree. All right, let's take a little walk. And we'll flip the camera around a little bit for this one and kind of show y'all. And it's just that simple. That's all you got to do is just lean it up against the tree, gives them a little bridge that they can use to run right up the tree. And I'll show you here, I've already kind of manipulated these to set them up, but then you can take them and you can then bend the wire around so that you're making, so that it can run up here, and they can run up back here, and another one here on the side, and same thing with all your other ones. Now you can just leave that. I gotta fix this one real quick, so get that turned around. There we go. Doesn't work if it's at an angle, so you can leave that there, or you can try to get a little bait sticking somewhere in here to try to entice them to run up if you have any. But that's about it. It's fairly simple. All right, there we have it. Squirrel snares, squirrel trap. Easy, simple, no mechanics to it, no triggers, no counterweights, no nothing. So I thank y'all for watching. If y'all have tuned in and watched this, I do thank you. Please make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe if you haven't done so. And yeah, stay tuned. I'm not promising a follow-up video of this, but we shall see. If I catch anything, then I shall have a follow-up video for cleaning them and cooking them, etc., all that stuff. But in the meantime, I'm gonna go set these other 2 traps out. You know, more makes for better, right? And with that being said, I am Strongman Survival, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.